Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel by Jojo Bro and Real. Hey, I'm back. And if you are new to my channel, please hit the subscribe button. And on my channel, I talk about my personal weight loss journey. Yes, your girl was 315 pounds and I have a goal to go get back to my weight when I first entered the United States of America, which would be my BMI. And also, I talk about world cultures, and then I talk about budgeting and financing. Yes, I've been away for a while because what it is, besides doing this YouTube channel, I have other things that I do too, and I have an online store. I have like online businesses that I do as well, and I do other things too, and I travel a lot, like every other weekend for my fasting, speaking engagements, and to engage people. And then also I'm working on another channel called Parents Against Student Loans as well, where I will give information. I've interviewed people. I traveled to almost 18 states to do some interviews on the student loan crisis. So I have all that on my plate. But I've been gone because I want to say I'm so sorry, because the last video that I did was Valentine's Day, and today is like almost 14 days later and I'm doing another video. But I am back because the other reason was because I had a lot of vacation time at work and I didn't want to lose the vacation, so I had to take a mandatory vacation or else I was going to lose it, because your girl is a workaholic. I work a lot, and this time around, because I work so much, like when I'm on vacation, I will log into work, I will pop in, they will call my phone to find out, to ask questions, or I'll go in and just, kind of be on top of things with my work. That's the kind of work ethics I have. And this time around, like, you know what? I'm shutting everything down. I'm just going to be home. I'm going to be lazy. I will do nothing. I'm going to let my brain rest. I'm going to let everything of me rest. And then I went to Virginia Beach twice. I went to Richmond. I went to just different places. I would just get up in the morning, get ready, and then just go out and do different things. Just something away from academia, something away from books or something, because I read a lot and I do all kinds of research. So I'm like, you know what? Let me give myself some mental break. But I just want to stop by. So March, I'll be talking about my debt-free journey and how bad I was with money. But I just thought I'd give you a prelude to something that happened over my vacation and how following a financial plan or living on a budget and watching your money plays a significant role when you have all of those things play a significant role when you have a crisis. And I will tell you a little story. My account got compromised again. That's another story for another day during my budgeting series. And I changed my bank account, and what I did was I did not update the information with my payroll because I was negligent, right? It was my fault. They did nothing wrong. So, and I was on vacation, so they emailed me and said that when they tested the direct deposit, my bank rejected it because the account was bad. And I was on vacation. I decided this time around I'm not going to log into no emails. I'm not going to log into work. I was leaving work at work and I was going to be home, being at home. Because most often at times it's like we bring work home and we take home to work. So I'm getting to that place, like when I'm at work, I work and do what I need to do. And when I get home, I don't bring work home because it's time for me to just go after my dreams and explore the things that I had on my to-do list. So I did not get the call. I did not get the email on time. And then I went to work yesterday and I had over 285 emails. So as I was going through my emails, and then I saw important with the red note on there, emergency, call the HR department. And I like, call HR department for what? And then I read the email, and the email said, we tried depositing your account, your pay to your account, and it rejected, and we sent you a series of emails and you're on vacation, so we held your pay until the next pay period because we don't want to send it to the incorrect account, and your bank rejected the money. So he called, he said, the email said, call us back or write us back and we'll go from there. So I just wrote them back and said, I'm so sorry, my bad, my negligence, please, everything is my fault and it's not your fault. And in fact, if you're gonna hold my pay until the next pay period, I'm fine with it. I said, I'm not that pressed. You can hold it. And he said, do you want us to override it? And I said, no, don't override anything. Just leave it. It can wait. I will get a double paycheck in March, which would be maybe something will come out that I may need to address. But for now, it can wait. And as I said that, the guy in the payroll office, you could tell that he was shocked, right? And he said, are you sure you don't want your pay, or are you sure you want us to override? You don't want to override it? I said, no. I said, take your time, please. Don't rush. I'm good. And I said this to the glory of God. I said this to the Almighty God, because God is good. 6 years ago, I was a financial mess. 6 years ago, I was living a financial lie until I met a man called Dave Ramsey. And that's another story that's going to come up in my series. But for me to say, you know what, I'm not pressed, I can wait for another pay circle. He said, I said, I'm fine. To God be the glory. I give God all of the glory for great things he has done. Because if it had not been for God, for giving me the wisdom, for giving me the knowledge, for giving me the discipline to follow Dave Ramsey, I would have gone crazy today. I would have gone crazy today, because 78%, according to Forbes magazine, 78% of Americans live paycheck to paycheck. And I've been following Dave Ramsey going on 6 years now. And he talked about the emergency fund, and he talked about budgeting, and he talked about investment and everything. And the reason why I did not panic, or the reason why I was not like crying or pressuring the payroll department to cut me an emergency check, is because I've been following the Dave Ramsey program, and I had an emergency fund. So I have an emergency fund that can cover my salary, right? So instead of me pressuring them or putting that pressure on them to go in and cut a check, or going to the credit union, or going to somewhere else, right, to say, because it was my fault and that's the policy, they can hold my pay for another 2 weeks. But because I disciplined myself all of these years, I followed Dave Ramsey, I have an emergency fund. And what an emergency fund is a stash of cash that you have in your account to cover emergency. And some of the emergency could be like housing, your rental, your medical, your dental insurance, your debt, your utilities, food. Those are emergencies, right? Like vacation, going to the movies, going to that place and that place. Those things are not considered emergency. But I come to testify to the goodness of God. I come to testify to the glory of God. And by now, if you know, I'm a Christian, yes, but I do a lot of research on other religions, and sometimes I do some of the traditions and practice some of their practices, like I'm going to be doing the 30 days Ramadan fasting. But I come here today to testify to the glory of God. Am I there yet? No. Have I arrived? No. But I am so grateful to God that I have what it is, like some financial peace. Because I remember 6 years ago when I was a financial wreck, living from paycheck to paycheck, living a financial lie. I had 16 credit cards. When it was the day before payroll, I will go to the bank at 2 a.m. in the morning, and as soon as my pay hits the bank, I will withdraw all that money, because what it is I had a line of credit as to how much I could withdraw. So I made sure I had the line of credit equivalent to my paycheck, because if I did not withdraw that money, everybody that was owing, is like they had a lien on my account. Any money they saw in there, they would just go and take the money. That's how bad it was. But today, to God be the glory, it's a testimony for me. It's a testimony to the point where, like, today is payday, right? And I didn't get paid. And look at me. I have peace. I went out this morning. I knew for sure for yesterday that was going to happen. I did my exercise. I went to my friend's shop who sells my books. I went to him. We had a business meeting. Now I'm home. I'm about to come and do some work around. I'm like, I have so much peace. I'm not panicking at all because of the emergency fund. Knowing me, if I didn't have that emergency fund right now, I'll be like crazy, because it's the end of the month. All of the different bills are due, right? And you have to have a roof over your head. You have to have XYZ. You have to take care of your personal, you have to take care of your business, right? As a responsible person, you have to make sure you have a roof over your head at all times, you know? But here I am. And I say this to the glory of God. I say this to the goodness of God. In this video, I did this video to encourage someone. If you have a lot of debt, please, next month, beginning March, I'm starting my debt-free series. I will show you guys how to do a budget. I will show you all the different things that I did to get out of debt to this point. But I just did this video to encourage you. If you're watching this video and you have a ton of debt and you're thinking that bankruptcy is the best option for you, I would say no. I would say try Dave Ramsey. Yes, it will be hard. Yes, people will laugh at you. Yes, people will gossip about you. Yes, people will say you're a young girl or you're a young man. You're not going with the mainstream fashion. But look, when you have a goal in mind and when you have a project in mind, you don't stop by. Those things are distractions, right? Those things are distraction. But here I am today. I was like, you know, when he said, and even my colleagues, they were teasing me, you know, because usually they tease me about everything. But tonight, I was like, I'm not even worried that I did not get paid. Can you imagine? Because it's not that you have like all of the money in the world, but the idea, because of Dave Ramsey, I follow his plan and I stuck with his plan. And because I have an emergency fund, I don't have to panic as much, right? Because I know I'm going to get paid double again in the next 2 weeks. But the idea, because I have this emergency fund, everything that I need to do to settle for this month, I can settle it with ease. So if you're listening to me and you've been thinking, okay, you know, I have the credit card debt and I have this debt and I have this going on, I have that going on, look, you can do it. You can, anything you put your mind to, you can do it. Anything, if you really want to do it, stay tuned for my March series on finances. I'm going to show you the step-by-step method that I did to get where I am, and you can do it. Yes, it will be hard. Yes, people will laugh at you. Yes, people will call you names, but they call everybody names. They call Jesus Christ names. They call Muhammad's name. They call the great philosophers. They call the great iconic leaders in our world that impacted change in different arenas. They all call them names because you are standing up for a cause. And once you are standing up for a cause, people who don't understand your journey, people who don't understand where you're coming from because of their limited knowledge, they will do those things to you, and it's okay. But just don't do it to them. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. And one day you will see the light at the end of the tunnel. I had over $206,000 in debt. Yes, it is hard. But there is no pain, there is no gain without a pain. You have to go through the fire. So if you're listening to me, this is Mama Jojo Roy and Rhea, and I just wanted to stop by to tell you guys what an emergency fund did for me today. How? Because I've been following Dave Ramsey's plan. I didn't get paid today, and look, I have my peace. I'm doing my video encouraging other people because I know the benefit of living on a budget. I know the benefit of living your income. I know the benefit of living on less than you make. So if you want to start your debt-free journey and you are new to budgeting, stay tuned for my March series, because I'm going to be talking about fasting again, and I'm going to be talking about budgeting, and I have a whole lot of new things in store for you guys. So if you like my video, if you like what you hear, please hit the subscribe button and share this video. And thanks for taking your time to watch me. I will see you in the next video. Remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And remember to start working towards an emergency fund that can help you when in a time of need, because emergencies do happen. I love you, and please hit the subscribe button. Bye bye, Jojo, Roy, and Rhea. Bye.